Hornets trail by 20. Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. They've got Whiteside, Josh Richardson out there with Matthew Dellavedova. Then there's Maker, and it's Gobert in at the 4. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul. Pass to Bellinelli, knocks it loose, and stolen by Richardson.
Okay.
Whiteside kicks to Richardson. In the corner, it's Maker from downtown. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Oh, yeah.
Maker's got the first points of the third quarter up.
Done back home.
The board for the Heat. And here are the Hornets now. Well, Chris, you've had a surgery that has affected many in the league in the last few decades and still currently in today's NBA. What is it like going through a microfracture procedure? How did it change your game?
Well, you know, I'm not the only one. You know, this did end a lot of guys' career. When I think about Jamal Mashburn, Jason Kidd, even though he's a guard and much lighter, Tracy McGrady, the same thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't weigh as much as a guy like myself or Zebo, but it's difficult coming back. I mean, just because after the post-care process doesn't allow you to put any weight on your leg or allows you to use your leg. So really you have the muscle that atrophies. You have to relearn to walk again, to jump again. And so I have to learn from going to be a player that played above the rim to now being able to play below the rim and find out ways to score like that. And so it's tough. The rehab is long, tedious, it's boring, it's monotonous, but it's something that you have to get through, and basically it's your love of the game, because rehabilitation or that surgery is no fun at all. And you're at least talking about, in my opinion, 20 months before you see your old self.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Charlotte Hornets made a concerted effort last season to improve what had been terrible three-point shooting. Coach Steve Clifford said, if you look at trends in this league, three-point shooting percentage was the #1 factor why teams won. That's the way this league is gone. It makes sense, right? Create spacing, which opens up things for everybody else. Kevin?
Yeah, trying to space the floor. Thank you, D.A. Whiteside. Heat moving the ball around. And here's Richardson outside. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game.
Yes.
That's him 5 for 12 so far.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the pace of play around the NBA steadily increasing. What do you think of that?
Well, I just think it's the trend. I think that, you know, that's the style of play. You know, this league is a copycat league, and if you look at San Antonio, who's totally reinvented themselves and won a couple years ago, all the way to the Splash Brothers, who won a couple of years ago, they played with a faster pace, and I think that you're starting to see guys do that. I also think that the fact that the lineups are different. Now that you may see more small ball, that would automatically increase the pace if you have faster players in there at all times. So I think the fact that guys' skill set are becoming more rounded, which allows for teams to have all skilled players on there, and it doesn't matter about certain heights and stats as far as body type goes. I think it's going to be something that lasts for a long time. I mean, hey, it's good as long as the defense can still play defense with integrity. As long as you don't take that away, yeah, let the game go as fast as it can, because it just turns into some exciting plays for all of us fans.
Yes. Dunn's shot's good. Dunn's got 9.
And Dunn is spectacular, seeking contact and getting it. Even more impressive that he makes these shots as well.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
And they may have to address a number of things, including whether this is the right lineup.
Now here's Sessions. Feeds to Bellinelli.
Oh.
And stolen by Richardson. Now here's Dunn. He's covered by.
With the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big.
Wow. It's a shit view.
When they sit on first try, or babysit like the world's best nanny. When you forget to
Ah.
walk them, or forget they were lying there. When they're not just a good dog, they're a great dog. Gourmet Naturals by Vitapet. A range of dog treats made from natural, quality ingredients. They're great treats for great dogs. Available at Woolworths. Click on the banner.
Wait for after the ad.
to receive your free sample of Vitapet Gourmet Naturals.
The University of New England's new bespoke
Who ads?
courses give you the freedom to study just the parts of a degree you need. Do any 2, 3 or 4 degree units from a list of over 100. Specialise or mix and match units. It's up to you. Design your course at bespoke.com.au.
Craving something tasty? Then hurry into Subway.
How many fucking ads do you want to put on here?
Pick up any 2 wraps for only $10. But you gotta be quick. Any 2 wraps for $10. Must end soon at Subway. Click the button to win those cravings now.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
And how about the explosiveness he shows, going from the offensive to the defensive end in a blink?
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Now the pass to Hawes. And it goes down 2 points. He's got 8.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Now here's Dunn, guarded closely. And here's Richardson outside, nailed from three-point land. Richardson's got 21.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Cody Zeller's checked in for Spencer Hawes. And so it's Charlotte with it. And Sessions kicks to Kid Gilchrist. The shot's good. Sessions making him pay. Sessions has got 3 assists now in this one. And last season, Chris, for Kid Gilchrist, it's mostly a lost one due to all the injuries he endured.
Yeah.
Kev, I can tell you personally, it is so frustrating to work so hard to get back to the game, only to have it taken away from a re-injury. MKG was playing fantastic ball before his shoulder troubled him again as well. Hard to replace the impact he has on the floor, as he is such a unique player.
And a moment here to look at where the shots have been coming from.
Well, you have to think that he is going to look to go to the rim a little more often going forward because the 3 ball just hasn't been there. Sometimes it seems he's not getting his feet set or rushing his shooting motion, but either way, it just ain't falling.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line.
It's better.
You look around the NBA, Chris, at all the head coaches, a lot of new names. Why do you think teams are still looking for fresh faces on the bench? Guys that may not have the big name that get the head coaching jobs.
Well, I think because guys want to see something new. I think sometimes you get to see a guy's personality or a situation may precede itself as far as for a coach. And so I think a lot of times people just kind of want to start things off with a clear slate their way and have the loyalty of a guy that's only coached for their team. And for some it works, for some it doesn't. But once again, it's only one championship to go around a year.
Well said. Harrison's checked in for Charlotte. 3 on the clock. Zeller. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. Here are the 2 leaders in steals. You need to play heads up against these squads. Number 1, the Heat. 5th on the list, the Hornets.
And forcing turnovers is a point of pride for both of these teams. That's why their steal numbers have been so high.
And Sessions with a clear path to the hoop. Here's Zeller. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. And Miami has possession. Dunn dishes to Whiteside. Inside, Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Knocked away. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And Dunn does a little bit of everything out there. Scores the ball, distributes it well, and also pounds the glass aggressively.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Nice.
Here's Harrison. To the left side wing. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
And checking out the numbers for Whiteside, his last 10 games have been exceptional. First in rebounding, 5th in field goal percentage, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And Miami shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. Dunn kicks to Gobert. Graham with the rebound.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
That is phenomenal work down there in the thick of it. This is the kind of D you want to see from him every time down the court.
Here's Dunn. Frank Kaminsky making his last shot. Dishes it to Richardson. Expanding his range. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Got a piece of it. Dunn passes to Whiteside. To the paint. And Dunn with the slam.
His team is all the more dangerous. Just an unreal
Wow.
scorer who continues to add new wrinkles to his game.
So it's the Hornets now. Chris Dunn making his last shot. They set the screen. And Sessions kicks to Kaminsky. That falls.
Nice on him.
Great assist by Ramon Sessions. Sessions has got 4 assists now tonight. Kaminsky's gone 1 of 2 shooting from 3. In the corner, it's Maker. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Maker's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Here's Sessions. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And the Heat shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Pass to Richardson. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Marvin Williams is checked in for Charlotte. Kemba Walker comes in for Sessions. Charlotte has gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Oh, well, that's because it was terrific anticipation. Also, the quick hands, a lethal combination.
Here's Dunn after the basket by Charlotte from downtown. And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his 7th assist here tonight. Now Walker, he's got 5, poked away. The bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Charlotte ball. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Beyond the arc. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know.
Oh, I know.
Right? Bye bye, we should walk with life. But I'm gambling, I let you land.
Miami with the ball. Marvin Williams is out there with Wood. Then it's Kaminsky. Then there's Brian Roberts. And it's Harrison in at the shooting guard. So that's the group out there for Charlotte.
Oh, this second half, he's been accurate and prolific at the same time.
Here's Roberts following the basket by Thon Maker. Launches a three. And it's Miami with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Someone's up.
And for the Hornets, they're shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Pass to Harrison. There's the pick. He dishes it to Roberts. And it's Kaminsky at the elbow. On the wing, Williams. Buries the long-range jumper.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And it's the Heat with the ball.
Whatever.
Dunn kicks to Maker. And the Heat, another three.
Oh.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
And here's the break. On up the court. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot.
Oh, yeah.
Go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And the Hornets making a change here. Graham's checked in. Well, you take a look at Chris Dunn out of Providence. It's easy to see what talent evaluators see in this young man.
6'4", long arms, strength, blinding quickness. He is an NBA athlete and then some. In a draft year that was light on point guard, you knew he'd be one of the first to hear his name called.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Hornets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Roberts. Charlotte no good that time either.
Beautiful execution in terms of creating space for his shot. He just couldn't get that one to fall.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And for Chris Dunn, you know, everyone told him to enter the draft after 3 years at Providence. His father, his coach, he could have been a first-round pick back in 15. Instead, he decided to stay one more season, earn his diploma, and I'd have to say it's worked out pretty well for him.
Charlotte making a switch here. Hibbert's checked in. Here's Roberts. He kicks to Hibbert. Will it go? And then Hibbert with the dunk.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Oh, what the fuck happened?
Here's Roberts. The feed to Graham. Jump shot is good. And Dunn, undergoing 2 shoulder surgeries in college, took a medical red shirt for his sophomore season.
Yeah, and that was on his right shoulder, his shooting shoulder. You wonder if he can get even better shooting the ball with time.
Maker misses.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's blocked.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, as we see, as soon as they get the ball, they're looking to run, and they are clearly a fast team out there.
Pass to Harrison, and stolen by Richardson. And here again, the Heat in transition. Up the court they go. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And really, once he got that steal, just really nothing the defense could do.
Well, that's what we call incentive. He gets rewarded for excellent defense on that play. Great job coming up with the steal and turning it into an easy bucket.
And Whiteside sends it back.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
He's usually very dependable from that range, but the D got themselves in that play and got him off kilter.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Chris, you and I were just talking about DeAndre Jordan and all that happened to him a couple years ago at Dallas. He agreed to go to the Mavs, then changed his mind. The league ended up shortening the free agency moratorium from 10 days to 5. Do you like that change?
You know what? It depends on who you are in this situation. You know, having been a free agent before, I know that you need a little bit of time to think. You might want to get away, and also, you know, you have to go visit cities. So can you, visit 2 or 3 cities and make your decision in those 5 days? But then again, it gives you a good deadline to have to do it. So for me, this is not something, we have teams that break contracts all the time, or we have teams that let guys go all the time. I didn't feel that sorry for Dallas in this situation. So for me, I just felt that the league modified it, and good for everyone. Let's go and get the game started.
Great points. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot by Roberts, no good.
But he's just having one of those games that you just like to forget about as soon as it's done.
Richardson, good.
Oh, my goodness. How about the degree of difficulty on that shot?
And Roberts kicks to Wood. The dish now to Roberts. Down low, trying to get back on track, and Whiteside sends it back. And there it is for him.
Even though he has been a man on a mission on offense, he still hasn't been able to help his team get the lead.
Here's Dunn. Kicks it to Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these 2 teams here in the second half.
Well, they just look sharper out there compared to their opponents, and it's because of how they are spreading the floor on offense.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
He's going to have to shake that off and forget about it. You got to stay confident in himself.
Dunn shot is good.
Dunk.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Charlotte's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Charlotte moving the ball around. And the foul on Josh Richardson.
Long lasting, with a unique mid-core, great taste and fresh breath. Just one a day will help keep your dog's mouth healthy and away from stress. A healthier teeth sharp.
That's his 4th foul of the contest. Some changes for
Other dental treats with similar weight and size. Available in whole. Click on the banner for the Spotify player to receive your free sample of vitamin.
I'll have to sign up to Spotify.
If you want it all, the career, the family,
How many ads play?
lifestyle, it's all within reach. Find out more. Search Air Force. Air Force accomplished.
Charlotte. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Wood. And Sessions subbed in for Brian Roberts. Here's Hibbert. Tips it. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Heat shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. And the jam by Whiteside.
And as they continue to just
Whiteside!
dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, some people call it front running, but as the league continues to expand, their confidence continues to soar right now.
So it's the Hornets now, after the Heat pick up 2. Here's Sessions, cans the 12-footer.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
And slam dunk by Gobert. That gives him the double-double.
Showtime.
10 points and 10 rebounds.
And surprisingly, a firm throwdown. And that's a little bit out of character, Kevin.
It is, Greg. You're right. He's got plenty of size to attack the basket, but rarely does.
Look, guys, he's a big man who often doesn't play big. This is exactly the kind of play the organization has been waiting to see from him.
All the officials are all over that one.
And the Stifle Tower, the French rejection, whichever name you want to give for Rudy Gobert, it probably speaks to his tremendous rim protection abilities, Greg.
Man, a few years back at the Combine, his wingspan measured at a record 7 feet, 8.5 inches. Clearly one of the league's premier shot blockers. Very difficult to shoot a high percentage against him. And at the offensive end, he's become an excellent rebounder and finisher in traffic.
And here are the Heat now.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Heat.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be 26 on the year.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series. A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Whiteside.
Well, he was obviously feeling it at the offensive end tonight. It was his energy, his efficiency, that put them over the hump in this game.
Wood, he's checked in for the Hornets. Brian Roberts comes in for Sessions.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This
no foul there. There's no foul there.
That's just tremendous work by them in setting the pace of the game to their favor and maintaining that throughout the game.
He hits both from the stripe. Dunn dishes to Gobert. Here's Whiteside. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Simple rule of team rebounding. Everyone needs to box out someone when the shot goes up. A number of assignments missed right there.
Yeah.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Olin, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you so much, Kevin. And with this one in the books, we're ready to present our Jordan player of the game, Hassan Whiteside. What you have to like in that final period, he rose to the challenge, put the team on his back, and was more than willing to carry him across the finish line.
In terms of individual rebounding, he had a game that will be remembered for a long, long time. Whether it's chasing down long rebounds or grabbing one in traffic or one-handed rebounds, he was going after them and corralling all of them.
I know a thing or two about high field goal percentages, and his was insane tonight. Tells you about the quality of the looks he was getting. But even when the shot was contested, he still found a way to get him to go. Excellent game tonight.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed it.